player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
Just about set for baseball here at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. The Rangers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Randall Delgado, the Panamanian right-hander, will get the nod here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if...
Ball 4, take the base. 3! That's ball 4. 3!
Striding in, Mark Lloyd comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
All right, hold it here, hold it here.
Line drive, base hit to right. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Hey, Dero, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week. 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see Colby Rasmus and that hair play today. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Hernandez, the runner at third. Sanchez at second. Lloyd at first. 2 out in the inning. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. White Sox will strand 3. Still no score. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado. He's 0 for 4.
Xander Bogaerts.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Lloyd coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
3. No run.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. At the plate, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He reached on a single in his first try.
Kiner-Falefa.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Lloyd. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Mark Lloyd. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no run. Ready for another shot now. Mark Lloyd.
The left fielder, Mark Lloyd.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Boom goes the dynamite. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Home run number 56 on the year. And it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. Two men gone. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Lloyd is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Ready to take his hacks again. Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Stepping in, Ronald Guzman. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 1 for 3. Swinging a looper to left. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth. Into the box, Mark Lloyd. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. One there. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. In now, Elvis Andrus. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Now the 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So no runs. Now at the plate, Ronald Guzman. And he'll be the one to get the 11th underway.
Ronald Guzman.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Lloyd ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So coming to the plate, Mark Lloyd. A 2-out hit would win it. Fast ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Into the corner and slicing foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Sliced hard down the left field line. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And they come back to win it here in 11 innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered when it mattered most with the walk-off base hit, so better get his recognition. I just hope his guys didn't pummel him too hard when they went out there celebrating on the field.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Alex Colomé earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
1 error and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball starts right now. Andrew Suarez is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Standing in, Mark Lloyd, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Mark Lloyd.
First offering on its way. Fly ball to straightaway left. Gallo moves over, and the inning is over. Second inning upcoming here on the. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And up to hit next, it'll be the catcher, Jet Bandy.
Jet Bandy.
Hit high and deep out to left. Lloyd looking up.
1-1-1.
And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets from that.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
The 1-1.
Bogart.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Lloyd. 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Striding forward now is the DH, Trey Mancini. A bouncer to the left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Ready now, Colby Rasmus. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Rangers lead this one 4-0. At the plate, Jet Bandy. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Bandy.
Hit in the air out toward left. Moving under it, Lloyd. And that's the 3rd out. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rangers 5 and the White Sox nothing. Up next for Chicago,
Now
Mark Lloyd. He'll
left
try to
fielder,
follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Line drive to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Leading off the inning, Mark Lloyd, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gallo moves over, 1 away. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera. He's got 2 hits in 19 tries.
Andrus.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Lloyd makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. In to score, the runner from third.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs. Yeah, that's an unbelievable job out of the bullpen. An 8-out save. You don't see that very often anymore.
10-2 the final in this game. Texas get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Randy Franco gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Matt Bush records 8 outs on his way to the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Van. Afternoon baseball on the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tanner Roark gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way into the starting rotation. 93 to 95 miles an hour with sink. Power slider. Good changeup. I'd like to see him use the changeup a little bit more. Quality 3-pitch mix. A pitcher and not a thrower.
From the stretch, the 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Lloyd has a play, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. At the plate, Mark Lloyd. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to stop it. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 57 thus far. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Now at the plate, Mark Lloyd. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first-pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Sweeney moves over, and that retires the side. Sox leading off the inning, Ronald Guzman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do.
Now in the box, Mark Lloyd. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lloyd.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Sanchez stands at second with 2 gone.
Pick up the ball, stand right here. On the bag.
And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get. So it's 2 runs. Ready now for the White Sox, Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Mancini.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to first. Can this be 2? The second for 1. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 9th inning coming up. White Sox on top, 4-3.
Save from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual for one of the best in the game.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Chicago White Sox seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Tanner Roark earned his 5th win of the year. Craig Kimbrell earns the save out of the bullpen. From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Michael Kopech will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the best all-around arms in the game of baseball, Michael Kopech. Originally drafted by the Boston Red Sox, guy hit over 100 miles an hour regularly in the minor leagues. Big arm.
4-4, take the base. 3 out. Ball 4, take the base. 3.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Lloyd. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
It's really hard to put together one of those monumental seasons. This guy's got a shot at the triple crown, hitting well over 300 in his last 10 games.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I think they have to be looking for more out of Colby Rasmus. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
Next up for the Stros, Kyle Tucker. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 3.
Alonso gets his lead at first, nobody out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Lloyd looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Eat it.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Lloyd. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Shot toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Trey Mancini becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Second baseman,
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Here's Carlos Correa now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
2-2.
And that's in there, base hit.
Cut.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down.
Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we check out the team leaderboard, you can see that gives him 55 now for the year as that number continues to edge higher. Lloyd leads off second with one gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He was a double play victim last time around. Line drive to left. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. White Sox strand a couple, and the lead stays at 8. Into the box now, Mark Lloyd. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this.
Stepping up to the plate, Yonder Alonso. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Yonder Alonso.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Lloyd. 1 out. (10-2) the final in this game. Houston put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Brad Peacock earned his 9th win of the year. Michael Kopech struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned.
On 14 hits. No errors. They left.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Randall Delgado will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Lifted the other way to left center. Lloyd on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this lineup possesses. They lead the league in on-base percentage. I don't care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch. Does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning.
Standing in, Mark Lloyd, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out. Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Coming to the plate now, Aledmus Diaz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-2, here it is. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the 1st out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into 3rd on the fly ball to left.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be.
Leading off for Houston, the first baseman, number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lloyd is there. Makes the play, 1 away. So 1 gone for him here in the inning, but as you take a look at the standings, you can see they enter play with a 3-game lead in the division race. Striding in once again, Mark Lloyd. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. From the stretch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Boom goes the dynamite. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 58 on the year. And the White Sox have cut the deficit to 3-2 now.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Carlos Correa.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lloyd is over, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready to take his hacks again, Mark Lloyd, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Brantley. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready for another chance. Mark Lloyd. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Rondon has pitched just under 60 innings, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Line towards center field, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
6-3 the final score today. Houston led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Colin McHugh hangs win number 11 on his line. Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tanner Roark is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lloyd is right there, and that's out number 2. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster D. Gordon. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
Stepping into the box, Mark Lloyd. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
This guy's got a realistic.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
It's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
So stepping in, Ryan Healy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's flared toward left center. Lloyd moving forward. He gets to it, and he botched it. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Lloyd has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next.
Santana.
He's set. The 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Lloyd is after it. 1 run is scored.
Here we go. Relay. No run.
And the run will score all the way from first. It's an 8-2 game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
The 2-1 home. Swung on and belted to left by Healy. This one is carrying well. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Lloyd. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Smith will get there, and he puts it away. Digging in to try it again, Mark Lloyd.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Here comes the first pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Mancini.
Now a pitch
down the line,
back behind short. He's going to be kicking himself. Crawford backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. And the next in is Johan Camargo. Last time up he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, I know he got drilled last time up, but he's got a chance at some sweet revenge right here. Bases juice. He is looking to do some serious damage.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one into. Leading off the inning, Mark Lloyd, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hard hit ball to second, right to Gordon. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Striding into the box, J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
J.P. Crawford.
The 1-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Lloyd comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Now to the plate, Mark Lloyd. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Santana has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
Seattle Mariners, 10 runs on 11 hits.
We've got baseball for you from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. Chicago find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Carlos Rodon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Digging in, Mark Lloyd. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the Triple Crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average, and drive-in runs? This guy's had a phenomenal season, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that he can win it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Bullet back up the middle. Smith is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Who's the one to watch? Coming to the plate now, Mark Lloyd. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Smith. Boom goes the dynamite. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, and his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year. And the Sox will move out in front now, 3-0.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his name on the MVP trophy.
Digging in once again, Mark Lloyd. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he will haul this in on the run, as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. Mark Lloyd will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Chicago looked lively in this one. After a 5-game skid, it looks as though they're back on track.
You know, Matty V, when you've lost 5 games in a row, you're looking for any ray of light that you can find. And right now, getting out to this lead early could be just what they need to stop this streak.
Smith will settle under it to make the play for the first out. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's 0 for 9.
Healy.
Lifted in the air out to left. Lloyd arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win. They're hoping to build on that now. 3-0 the final score in this one today. The Chicago White Sox with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Carlos Rodon earned his 9th win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.